Hi guys, it's your favorite boy Royce. It's another beautiful episode of Royce Talkshow, and today I have a very exciting topic. And with me here are two superstars, and I'd like them to introduce themselves to you.
Okay, it's nice to be here. My name is Alvan Ude. I'm a Nollywood actor and a movie marketer. I'm happy to be here today.
Please, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Okay, my name is Aishat Eniola. So I'm a production manager, entrepreneur. Yeah, that's it.
That's beautiful. So you see, Idris Talk Show. Sorry, it's not really a podcast. It's a form of awareness. It's one thing I put together to create awareness on some specific topics about life in general. So most of the time I do interview artists, comedians, movie actors, and DJs at whichever area of life you work. I tend to use your work to educate people. So if you are interested in featuring in Idris Talk Show, feel free, send me a DM and we can make it happen. So before I go on, I must not forget who I am. This is Idris, music artist, you all know that. And I know that you guys are wondering, why is Idris doing talk show? Why isn't it talk show? Bro, I also. So now let's get to the main topic of the day, which is a very, very interesting topic. So the topic for today is feminism, the effects on society. First of all, I would like to ask my guest here. So I would like to know, what is feminism to you? What does it mean to you?
Well, to me, as far as I'm concerned, feminism is just women standing up for themselves. For a very long time in this part of the world, women have been made to believe that they cannot achieve certain things, they cannot reach certain aspects of life, they cannot achieve certain goals. So feminism in recent times is just women coming to the realization that they are as powerful as men and they can also achieve whatever a man can achieve. So it's women standing up for themselves as far as I'm concerned.
Wow. Women standing up for themselves. Like this is unbelievable that women will at a point in their life decide to stand for themselves. Do you agree with him? Should women stand for themselves? What do you think feminism is?
Is actually sharing power, like having the power to same thing as men. What a man can do, a woman can do better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just it.
Okay. So that's a very beautiful one. So without wasting much time, we'll move to the next question for the day. And the next question is, can you just cite me some few examples of a feminist? Someone who is a feminist, or what feminist is, like an example of it.
Okay, to me, I would call my mom is a feminist because she's a strong woman. Any strong woman is a feminist, as far as I'm concerned. Any woman who is strong enough to stand for herself, any woman who is strong enough to make decisions for herself and also believe in herself. So we have a lot of feminists in this part of the world. Yes, so naming the list is endless. I can name so many, but basically, generally speaking, if you're a woman who believes in yourself, if you're a woman who is strong, a woman who is goal orientated, I would put you in that category as one who is a feminist. Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think feminists look like? Like, just give us an example.
To me, it's like a lady or a woman sharing a man's duty. Like trying to go 50-50 with guy, and it's not possible. You can't go 50-50.
I see. So what she's trying to say is that women should not be
Women should not go 50-50.
Yeah.
I disagree.
You disagree? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find out why you disagree.
I disagree.
We are on it. We'll find out why you disagree. So we move next to the next question. Sorry. So the next question is, do you support feminism? Do you support it?
Of course I do, and that's why I said I disagree. Because first and foremost, a woman and a man is just like an iPhone 14, a white iPhone 14 and a black iPhone 14. There's no difference. The Bible says God made man, and He made them male and female. At least He made two versions of man. One is a male, one is a female. So there's really no difference. The only difference is in the physical appearance. One has a pussy, one has a dick. Pardon my colloquiality. That's the only difference. But they are equal. The brain is equal. Everything in your brain is in her brain. It means she can think as much as you think. She can create as much as you create. She can be the next Bill Gates.
Okay. I want to ask one question. Very, very quick question. You say they are the same.
Yes.
Is it all round the same?
Yes, apart from the physical difference.
Okay.
Do you think that a woman and a man have the same features?
Features. Yes, that's why. Apart from the physical features.
Features.
In what? I don't understand.
Can a man
Every
get pregnant?
aspect.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the physical aspect of it. A man cannot get pregnant, but a man has to pregnant a woman.
Okay.
Pregnancy is created by both man and woman.
Okay. True.
Yeah. It's just that the woman is the carrier,
Yes.
but the man is the planter.
Planter.
I got to put something in it.
That's why the man should be the provider. Since we are the carrier.
Why? That's laziness.
No, even the Bible said it. It said the man should provide. Even God said it. We didn't actually bring out the rules. It was said even by God. So
Yeah,
why
that statement is only effectual in the union of marriage. A single woman should provide for herself, should work hard. When you get married, yes, you are privileged to be with someone else who is supposed to provide based on God's instruction, right? But it doesn't mean that you are totally jobless. It doesn't mean you don't contribute. It doesn't mean you don't have...
Because you are providing for a lady or for your girlfriend doesn't mean she's jobless or she's very weak or she's lazy.
No. What I'm saying is that mindset of men being the ones that provide has kept a lot of women beneath their actual call. Because you feel a man should provide for you, it blocks every sense of thinking. You just see that, I have someone that's providing for me, I don't have to think. Whereas you might be more intelligent than the man. You might have much more upstairs than him. You might even be his destiny helper.
But no matter how I work hard for my money, or no matter how I have my money, you still provide for me. You're still bringing him money for me. I'm still collecting from
Okay,
you.
in essence, you are against feminism.
She's against the 50-50
Yes.
issue, right?
Yes, I'm
You are
against the
against
50-50. No, I'm not. No,
Which say yes,
50-50
yes,
is
yes.
no.
One of the
It's a
reasons
no.
why I feel women should not run away from this is because what if your husband dies early? Who's going to carry on? How would you raise your children if you are not used to working hard alone on your own?
That's what I'm
before
saying.
your
It's not
husband?
like I'm not going to work hard, but it should be a level to it.
What level?
You're the head. You should be above. We shouldn't be on the same level.
What if you are richer than your husband? What if you earn more than your husband?
Then I can just employ him and make him do something.
No, what if he has his own job, but maybe you work in a company
Then he
where...
can do better.
What do you mean by do better? What if he's doing good enough? He's doing his best?
He's not doing enough. If
No.
I can do better than him, then
But
he can do better.
That's wrong. Okay, for instance, you are working in maybe Shell and he's working in maybe Etisalat. Your salary is higher than his own salary. Does it make him lazy because your salary is higher?
He's not lazy. We can work things out. We can find him a new job.
Is that easy? We know that's not so
We
easy.
can-
What
we-
if he
we
loves
can
what he's
find-
doing?
we
Okay,
can.
what if he loves what he's doing?
He's going to change it. I'm sorry.
By force.
He'll change it. That means he doesn't want to even earn big money. You have to change your work. You have to earn bigger than me. I can't be paying bills with you in the house. Looking after the children, doing your laundry,
No.
the cooking.
You don't get it wrong, right? You're not getting me. If he's a responsible man, he should be able to take care of his family from whatever he's earning, from his standard, from his income, whatever the income is.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, what if you are earning more salary than your husband? Does it make him less than you? Does it mean that he's weak or he's not a man enough?
No. That's why I said we can actually try and look for a better job.
What if there's no better job? What if that's the best you can
That's
get?
not
At that?
possible now. Look for a better job. If I can have a better job, then you can.
You might just be, you might just be lucky to have gotten that job.
You can. Look for it.
Okay. Finally, on this particular topic. You see, there is one thing that I know about keeping a family going,
Okay.
and that thing is partnership. There is a say that one seed of rice cannot fill pots, right? It takes collective effort to make things work, right? Which means that the both hands are needed.
Yeah.
Sure, you understand? Both hands are needed. But at the same time, when you look at it from your perspective, you're right. I don't know if you're getting me. You are right. From your perspective, you are right too. But at the end of the day, the question is, what do you support? What do you feel is the right thing? Do you feel being a feminist is a good thing? Like a woman deciding to take charge like the man, like taking the responsibility of the society, not just their family alone. Talking about the full society, like a woman trying to be president, a woman trying to be a governor, a woman trying to take charge of positions that this world thinks should be for men alone. You understand? Do you support that?
Yeah, that's the whole idea of women standing up for themselves, and I'm happy that women are getting to realize that they are as powerful as men. Women should do more of that. I believe in that, and I'm in support of that. Women, like I said earlier, a woman and a man is just like a black iPhone 14 and a white iPhone 14, no difference, apart from the physical attributes that are different. A woman can do what a man can do. A woman can go for those positions. Who knows? Maybe Nigeria will even get better if it's ruled by a woman.
Sorry. Can I come in?
Yeah.
I just want to correct you. So you're saying coming in position like female coming in like for leadership. Do you know we ladies? There's a point that we can't control. We have this attitude in us that we don't know how to. At a point, we don't know how to control things. Our anger issues. There are some characters in females that at a point everything will just spoil. But as a guy, you have that intelligence. You have that sense to control. That's why they say, okay, a man control the house. If something is going upside down, then you can come in and say, okay, this is. But we ladies, any small thing, we can just use just little anger to spoil the thing we've been building for years. We have that attitude in us. We know, yes, we ladies are very smart. Trust me, we are very, very, very smart. We are very intelligent. But you see that intelligence there, we can use just a little thing to spoil everything.
Okay.
That's just the attitude in us. We have that little something in us.
Okay.
Well,
that
is a point I agree. I know about that, but at the same time, I believe there are certain positions that you hold as a human being that you will not want to just let go of. Like they say, to whom much is given, much is expected.
Yes.
If you have been called to a position of great responsibility, you have to live above your emotions. You have to be able to live above your emotions as a woman when you find yourself in that position. And we've had women hold several positions and they've succeeded in executing those positions. They didn't fail. So I think women are not
deserve the position.
To be given the opportunity, more opportunity. Because who knows, like I was about to say, even Nigeria might get better if it's ruled by a woman.
Who knows?
Because sometimes was it a particular leader said something that if he had the opportunity, he will put more women in leadership positions, because for instance, a woman is naturally family oriented.
Yes.
So because of that, there are a lot of things she will not do. But a woman will not steal as much money as a man, because she has this feeling of she has family in her heart. So because of that, it makes her consider others much more. So, but a man might not think like that. A man might just be considering himself, but a woman never considers only herself. That's why they say a mother's love, or rather, the love a woman has for a child is different from what the man has for the child. Because the woman because she has this feeling that is so strong that she would rather even see herself starve than see the children suffer.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think because of that alone, that compassionate nature they have in them, it puts them in a position where they can be good leaders. Yes.
I agree with you. You're right. You are very, very right with this point of view. So, that being said, we have to jump to the next question for the day. We'll be rounding up anytime soon. The next question for the day is: should feminism be implemented into families, like into homes? Should husband and wife consider it at all? Like, would you consider?
She should answer first. She should answer that question first.
Okay.
She's already looking at me.
Because I can remember that when I was younger, growing up, I could remember how my dad and my mom work hand in hand, right? My mom, she was always doing something to support. Why dad is also doing his best too, and it's actually helped because you see the society we find ourselves, it's not an easy one. You understand? So if you leave the work for one person, it's I don't know how it would be for that person. But then some people don't think it's a good idea. But for me, I've said what I feel about it. I feel it should be a collective effort. But for you, do you think feminism should be implemented into families?
As a matter of fact, the reason why woman was created in the first place was because God saw that man had too many problems that he could not solve on his own.
Yes.
So he decided to make him a helpmate. So feminism, let me permit me to use that word. Yes, it's not a bad thing in marriage because that's the whole essence of marriage. Having someone to come and lessen the burden, having someone to join you in fulfilling that purpose that God has given you, because two heads are better than one. Yeah, so yes, women should be given that freedom in marriage to also contribute. Should be given the privilege to also be part of making decisions in marriage. Like I said, what if the husband dies? If you are a woman who has been kept in the shadows all along, when your husband dies, you either become a slave to another man or a beggar because you are not used to standing and working for yourself. Trust me, my dad died early. My dad had stroke and he died very early. So I saw my mom raise us. I saw my mom step into his shoes and she took all the responsibilities and trained me and my younger ones. If she was not a strong woman, how would she have kept and raised us after my dad passed away? So that's why I support the idea of women being strong and women standing up for themselves. That is the major reason why I support that. Because the truth is that, as a matter of fact, this is one of the reasons why men are even overstressed. Because too much load is placed on the man. A lot of men even believe that a woman should not do anything. They marry a woman and just leave her. If they don't think she should contribute. On the long run, you are stressing yourself. The stress tells on the man. That's why men are dying early. So I feel women have a huge role to play in marriage. Yeah.
So what do you think about this?
It's a no for me.
You don't agree?
No.
They should not implement it.
No.
Can we know why?
Okay, this is it. You're asking me. I'm not saying I'm not going to work. Of course, I will. I'll work for my own money. But my money is my money. Your money is her money. Yes.
Really?
Your money is her money. Yes, you work. You provide for the family. I think the most the lady the woman work is to take care of the home, the children, even you, a grown-up adult. It's my work to take care of you too. So I can't be taking care of my kids, my husband, doing everything, then going and start sharing 50-50 with you again. It's not possible now. That's not possible.
It doesn't actually mean you have to do 50-50. So that depends on you as a person. I don't know if you're getting me. You as a person, do you want to be with someone who supports you? Or do you want to be with someone who you don't want to support?
I think it's easy if we just listen to the word of God, just as it's written. Man supports, man provide, woman supports. So the woman should support the man in the process of providing.
Wait,
that
this
works.
supporting, no, it's not like I'm not going to support my man. I will, of course. I'm going to support you, but I will support you when I feel like, okay, it's time for me to step in. It's not like you tell me, okay, you have to do this. It's a must. Why you can do it? No.
Actually, it should even be made clear from the beginning of the marriage. For instance, if I'm married to a woman, okay, I could say, babe, I'm going to be handling house rent. I'm going to be handling the children's school fees. Okay, you handle feeding.
No, that's not possible.
Why?
It's not possible.
Is that too much? I'm paying the rent and I'm paying the children's school fees. Why can't you handle feeding?
No, it's not possible.
Are you not working too? When you're
I'm working. I'll always support when you don't have.
No, this is.
If you have the money, then you must do it.
No,
I'll
that-
only support when I see you're financially not
Fine, if I had the money
then
to do
I'll
all of
support
this,
you, I'll
I would
come
do
in.
that. But in this situation where, okay, the man doesn't have all of that money, and marriage is supposed to be a union and partnership. So what are you bringing to the table?
I'm taking care of the kids. I'm taking care of you.
I also can do that, no?
If
Anybody,
you-
I have to pay someone to do that.
If you have issue, if you have issue at your working place, I can come in.
I
There's
can
a
pay
way
a
I can help.
therapist to do that. That means you are not special. You can be
Then
replaced.
if you don't want me to do that, then it's up to you.
Trust me.
That's why
This is why most men find it easy to discharge a woman or divorce a woman, because she's not contributing. Someone that once said that if you are a woman who is contributing in a marriage, your husband cannot just divorce you. Because, for instance, if you build a company with your husband from scratch and your husband knows that 50% of the success of this company is because of my wife, if he's thinking of divorce, he'll think 2 times, because he knows that he's divorcing you, he's losing money, he's losing things. So that is why women should strive to also add value. When you have add value, you have audacity to make a point, to make your points in the marriage.
I'm not saying I'm not going to work. I will, but I'm not doing the 50-50.
See, me, I always advise women.
I'm not going to do the
Before you
50-50.
marry an Odogu, before you think
I'm
of
not going to
becoming
do
Odogu's
50-50.
wife, be an Odogu yourself. A woman can be an Odogu too.
Of course.
That way, the man will respect you. For instance, anybody that wants to marry Davido's cousin now, what's her name? The popular. You can't just tell her shit, man. You can't tell her, get out of my house. I'm not getting. But you know she's valuable. She has something to offer.
I'm not saying a woman should not have her own money. Yes, work for your money. Have your money. But when it comes to, okay, me and my man, then I'm not sharing my money with you. Not that I'm not sharing. I might.
That's the height of selfishness and
It's
wickedness.
not.
If you cannot share with someone that is
Can you,
making
okay,
love
wait.
that you love,
Okay,
then
wait. Can you share like the house chores? Let's say your wife just gave birth. Everything she's going through, and you're expecting her to do 50-50 with you.
That's not what we're saying. That's not what nobody's
getting it wrong.
You're getting it wrong. Generally speaking, for instance, you're a woman who is earning a lot of money, you're making money from your business. Are you saying you cannot contribute in the family? Okay, now for instance, we're married and you're rich and I'm making money and I'm paying school fees and paying the rent, and I say, babe, okay, can you handle feeding? What's there? That's your.
I'm not going to. I will only handle it if you don't have.
See, this is
If you're having problem,
this is the problem.
I will only step in if you're having financial problem. But if you're not having financial problem, you have the money, you do it.
That's different. Like,
And you don't have to impose it on me.
It's not
That
saying.
this is my duty.
It's
not
not
saying
saying
that-
that.
It's
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 not imposing it on you.
this
Okay.
is partnership.
See, it's making you see why you should. Like maybe, for example, at that point in time, he's having some, life
Or based on my
response.
own income, even okay, for instance, I'm earning a certain amount that can only cover for house rent and children's school fees. Then why am I married to you if you cannot contribute? What are you doing in the
Then
house?
let's just leave marriage for now. But
I think that's better, man.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay single than
let's
marry a woman who's not ready
let's
to
leave the marriage
contribute.
and hustle. When we get there, we'll get married.
Okay, so what you are saying now is that you hustle first before you get
Yes,
married,
let's hustle.
so that you can support the man, which is good.
No,
I
she's
won't
not saying so that she
support.
can
I'm
support
not
the
saying
man.
I'll
She's
support,
saying
though.
the man should go and hustle before he marries.
the man should hustle.
If we are going to hustle, do you get?
She
But
will
I'm
hustle
not doing
too.
50-50 with you. If you can't handle, like, let me say 85% or 80%.
So that brings us to the final question for the day, as we get ready to round up today's talk show, and the question is very, very simple. What are some effects of feminism on society? What are some effects?
Well, positively, at least the fact that women are beginning to stand up for themselves that showed us that women can be much more than we ever thought they were. And also in general, it has even helped the society. For instance, in a society where only men were the ones working or the employers of labor, is a limitation. But now we have more women also working. It means we have more people getting more employment opportunities. In fact, statistics has even proven that in a few years from now, we'll have more female millionaires than male millionaires, because women are much more focused than men. While a man is, for instance, a man sees a woman and is thinking about sex, while the woman is there thinking about how to get more money from the man. So women are making more money from even having fun. You're having sex with her, you're paying her, she's making money. You're losing money. So women are much more work orientated. Statistics has proven that also. And like I said, generally speaking, you talked about the effect of feminism in our society. In this part of the world, at least, I'm happy that now women can stand for themselves. Women do not see themselves as being lesser than men.
Yeah.
And women now can speak up for their rights. You cannot intimidate women like before. They are no more intimidated. They are no more placed in the shadows. So that's the basic
just like
effect.
Natasha.
Exactly.
Natasha.
Yeah, imagine her standing up for herself.
herself.
Imagine a society where women were not given the opportunity to speak up for themselves. That stuff would have just slid under the carpet.
Just
We have
like
many
that.
stories like that that have been ignored because we say it's a man's world. But enough of all that rubbish. Right now, women are beginning to stand up for themselves because they know that they're as powerful as men are. They are not. It's not a competition. It's just a realization that they are also as powerful as men, and it's good.
Yes.
Imagine if you had daughters, only daughters. Wouldn't you like your daughters to be strong and powerful
Yes,
women?
Of course.
So let's be realistic.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Okay. Let's take it back to the olden days, whereby the husband or the men, they go out to work and the ladies or the women stay back to take care of the kids, train them, give them good morals, principles, discipline. They have enough time to look after the children, the family, to know what's going on in the house. To know, okay, this child, you're going through something, I can talk to you. What's up? What's going on? But these days now, you will see ladies, they're after their career. This one, I'm after my career, my business. Most children are being raped. But that's why we see children online dancing naked. Because, okay, the husband has gone to work, the wife has gone to work, and now they're coming back. Mommy, I want to tell you something. Please, I'm stressed. I just want to sleep. I've been working. Go and talk to your daddy. Now, daddy, I want to talk to you. Please, I'm tired. I want to talk to your mommy. They don't even have the attention. It's affecting. It's breaking homes. It's affecting the children. That's why most children, you see them online doing nuisance.
Yes.
Constituting nonsense online. That you see secondary GSS 2, GSS 1 students saying rubbish on camera, on social media, and you ask, where are their parents? You don't have parents, you don't have mother. That's the mother work. You train your children, you give them good moral, good principles. You sit back and make sure these children, they are well brought up. That's, I guess, that's what we ladies should focus on in marriage. When we are building a family, instead of dragging position, you want to have power, you want to do this with a man. No, you can. We all know you can actually do it.
Yes.
You can. We all know. Yes, we ladies, we can do it. But let's just calm down. Let's step down for them. Let's know each other position. This is what I do. This is what you should be doing.
That's fantastic. Do you agree with her in any way?
Well, I agree with her. Yes, a lot of women, to a large extent, have taken the whole feminism thing to the extreme. Yes, I know there are cases like that. But I also think as a woman, you should see raising your family and raising your kids as a career too. It's also a career.
Exactly.
Because tomorrow, when those kids become grown and successful, it's for your own good too. It's an investment.
Yes.
So if you see it as an investment, as something that you should even call part of your career, then you would not take it for granted. You will not overlook it, because it's also very important. It's very, very important, raising the kids and making sure they are well trained, they are well mannered. It's part of it. It's part of the job. And also, it's not also for the woman alone.
Okay.
The father too has a role to play. There are certain things that the father can do that the woman cannot do, especially when it comes to relating with the kids. There are certain things that the kids will tell their father that they can't tell their mother. There are certain things the kids can tell their mother that they can't tell their father.
Yes.
So it's partnership. Like I said, that's why I said 50-50 is allowed. Not just financially, even in terms of training the kids, giving them attention. And also, when it comes to house chores too, why can't a man do house chores?
Of course, a man should be able
You can
to
also
do
share that. That's when we say 50-50, it's not just financial, it's everywhere.
Every
aspect of the marriage.
Yes.
Every aspect of your marriage. Because, for instance, your wife is sick, are you saying you can't cook for your kids? Or your wife is secondly pregnant, are you saying you can't take care of the house, clean the house?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. All right. I see I see your point there, and what you said makes a lot of sense, and what she said also makes so much sense, because if you really take a closer look at the society today, you see things are going AY, things are going bad, things are really getting out of hand. And sometimes when you see some things on social media, you'll be like, do these people have parents? Because it wasn't like that when we were growing up.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, we didn't have TV at home. We didn't have TV at home. So even if you go to your neighbor's house to go and peep and watch, it's even problem. If your father or your mother catch you, it's problem. You understand? Even then, we have this dry cane our mothers used to have inside the kitchen. If you misbehave, any mistake you make like this, they will flog you to correct you. Back then, we used to think it's punishment and wickedness and all that, but we didn't know that they were giving us morals, disciplines. You understand? They were trying to put us in the right track so that we will not make mistake. And I think most of us today, those things that they did for us back in the days, it's still part of what is, keeping us in some, even if we are not 100% upright, we still have some decency in us, in the way we behave. You understand? There's still some level of respect that we give to people compared to the kids that we have now.
You're right.
You understand? So, in other words, what you said about women taking it to extreme is true.
Yeah.
And at the same time, women should stand up for themselves.
Well, one of the reasons why some women even take it to the extreme is because they've been intimidated for too long. So when you've been caged for too long and suddenly you realize that you have a freedom, you have a right to freedom. You like explode. You want to do it, like you take advantage of the freedom. You might abuse that freedom. So that's the mistake that some ladies are making. They take it to the extreme because maybe they've been in a relationship where they were caged for too long, they were intimidated for too long. So the moment they find that freedom, they go a while with it. So you don't really blame them too.
I think it also connects to what she said earlier, that women are wired in a way that if you give them,
that's kind of emotional.
It's emotional. They can just spoil everything. With one small opportunity, and everything will just get messed up, and that is actually true. So at the end of the day, it's not left for our viewers. What do you think? Do you think we need feminism, or do you think we don't need it? This is where we draw the curtains for another beautiful edition of Royce Talkshow. And today's topic was very fantastic, and I'm sure you enjoyed it. So feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also make sure you join us on our next episode. See you guys.
Bye. Bye.